Hello!
Hi.
It's me!
Yes, it
I
is.
have a face! I'm here with Tyler. What's up?
I was fine before that, but...
That intro was just like, what is happening?
Well, it's movie Jenga. I'm always asking what is happening.
Well, we got a bunch of questions. We got a bunch of Jenga blocks.
You have a bunch of questions.
Yeah, I make a bunch of stupid questions so you
Yeah.
can answer them. It amuses me greatly.
Oh, I'm sure.
So today, Tyler has set up said Jenga tower. I have written said questions. We're going to do a little different today. We both have to answer the question. The person reading the question has to go first so the other one has time to think. Because I noticed in the previous videos, we always like that one person is just like, I don't know, you know, and it's like, you know. So we're both going to answer the question. We're going to play some movie Jenga. We're going to...
Well, not to mention, you feel like answering the questions yourself anyways.
I really want to answer one.
Yeah.
I wrote one particular question I don't know how to answer. So.
Well, this ought to be interesting then.
I'll let you go first.
Thanks.
It'll be one of those long games, isn't it?
It might be. Just have to wait and see.
I'll read you a question.
Oh.
I guess you can pick a question. Go ahead. Doesn't matter because we'll have to answer it.
Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, best movie vehicle. That's a good one.
I mean, I go TV. It's the 18 band.
Which one?
Dun 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 dun. 18 BA.
Oh,
Mr.
shit.
T. You know, Howlin' Mad Murdoch, Face Man. I've had to go movie though. Like that's a different thing. Like the Back to the Future car is so overrated. It's completely useless unless you're time traveling.
That's true.
And the Ghostbusters vehicle is a crappy station wagon.
I don't know. I kind of like the Ecto.
I'll go with the Lotus from Live and Let Die. Or not Live and Let Die, from License to Kill.
Okay.
The Lotus that Bond drives. It's a pretty sick Lotus.
Best movie vehicle.
Anything. A helicopter, a car, a boat, a plane.
Yeah, it really could.
It could be a robot if you ride a robot. Like a horse or something.
Well, I mean, a Transformer does count as a vehicle.
Yes,
but
it does.
But that's not where I'm going with on this. Fuck.
That Corvette from Smokey and the Bandit is, or the whatever,
I'm gonna
the
go
car
with.
from Smokey and the Bandit. I'm trying to think of that one. That's an iconic car.
I'm gonna go with Tom Cruise's Mustang from Jack Reacher.
Well, that is a good car.
Part of it is just because that is one of my favorite car chases based on just
the first Jack Reacher is pretty good.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's such an above average movie for him. It's a shame that the sequel just wasn't.
Oh, right. Oh, this is a fun one. This is a fun question.
Okay.
A movie that came out before you were born that you want to see in a theatrical release.
Damn. Oh, let's go on for that one. Let me
Oh, you can list a couple, please, please. My brain is...
Well, Being There, I think, would be a prime example for me, because it's just such a fucking...
I would have loved to see a Shot in the Dark if we're going Peter Sellers.
Shot in the Dark, really?
That would have been a really cool one to see on screen. I mean, I wish I've seen Rear Window on screen, so I've crossed that off my bucket list, because that one's really good amazing on screen.
Yeah,
Probably
that's fair.
an original 16, 35 mil, whatever, of Ben-Hur would be my ultimate. To sit and watch that, because I love Ben-Hur, and I love Lawrence of Arabia, but Ben-Hur is like the peak of the epics for me.
Oh, absolutely.
Love Ben-Hur. Just Charlton Heston's best.
Oh, 100%. You know, I want to think of a comedy primarily, just because, like, an old school movie that I could laugh my ass off still.
Would you be the guy to see The Princess Bride when no one liked it?
Well, people would have to not like it to begin with.
People didn't like it when it came out. It bombed.
Really?
It was a bomb, yeah. Christmas Story bombed. That one bombed.
I don't like A Christmas Story.
Like, a lot of things bombed. Like, even, like, just movies just didn't do well.
I'm going to go with Monty Python and the Holy Grail, because as a comedy, you just can't get any better than that.
No,
The first time, the closest thing I had to a theatrical release of that was the first time I saw it in my high school music room.
Oh,
because it was done as a little charity event. A lot of people came, and for good reason. My friends talked me into it because I'm still not really a Monty Python guy, but I went to it for them. Not 30 seconds in, I was already laughing my ass off because of just the fake intro credits alone are just so goddamn stupid.
Okay, the one genius part about the intro credits in Monty Python's Flying Circus, there's a sketch about llamas. And in the beginning, they talk about llamas in the Holy Grail. They carry on this sketch where they have a mariachi band. They're like, llamas are bigger than frogs. If you see a llama, yell, llama!
That part was good, but
Like, the llama jokes are quality in that.
oh, I'm sure. But
That'd be cool on the big screen.
yeah, absolutely. My favorite parts are always the three-headed knight, which I could quote from beginning to end, or the Bridge of Death, because the Bridge of Death is just so...
I like the bunny, or when they kill the narrator.
See, the bunny didn't really do anything.
When they kill when they kill the animator, sorry, like that.
Oh, the animator.
Oh, we can't go to Camelot. It's a silly place. Like that is that.
The musical number where they're just like, on second thought, let's just keep going. I just sat there and went, oh my god, this is just stupid.
No, they only have one castle. That's why they did that.
Oh, I
They
know.
were supposed to have anyway. Yeah,
They
anyway.
were supposed to have horses, but they couldn't afford it, so they did the fucking coconut shells.
You gotta move a block.
Oh, right. Yeah, Jenga, duh.
Otherwise, it'd just be Josh's movie questions. He'd just ask you ridiculous things.
Well, someone tells me you would do that anyways.
I was gonna ask you about Clifford in that TIFF review. Check that out on his channel, by the way. Link in the description.
Well, I mean, you still can. I'll admit, I picked this out because I could see the question in my way. Favorite Kubrick film?
Probably The Shining.
Really?
I don't like it because it's creepy and terrifies me, but it's really well done. Like, it's very well done.
I thought you liked scary movies.
Yeah, but it's under your skin scary. I don't like under your skin scary. So Psycho gets under my skin. I hate it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, there's an unnervingness about it.
Okay, then,
I go Shining. I mean, House of Glory is crap. I haven't seen 2001, and I haven't seen Full Metal Jacket. That's the thing.
I'm going with 2001 on this one. It's such a marvel to look at. It is so ambiguous that you could really make up your own interpretation of the movie without anyone being a dick about it. Mm-hmm. The acting is so well done. The effects are phenomenal. It got Stanley Kubrick's only Oscar for Best Visual Effects.
It's the only one that ever got a sequel. Did he do 2010?
He did not do 2010.
Oh, I thought he did on.
John Lithgow was in it as the astronaut who discovered the monolith, and he comes back. And like from what I understand about the reviews is that people said that 2010 was better than it should have been. It obviously didn't hold a candle to anything.
All right, pick one for me, and you could read it. I know all the questions, so.
Best Tarantino soundtrack.
Oh.
It's Tarantino with an A.
I spelled it wrong. I like the Jackie Brown soundtrack. It's a good soundtrack.
As cliched of an answer as it's going to be for me, it's the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood soundtrack.
That's good. I mean, I thought you were going to go Kill Bill.
I don't actually really know the Kill Bill soundtrack, to be completely honest.
Or you really could go Hateful Eight. That one's phenomenal.
It does have an original score, except for like one or two Carpenter songs from The Thing, apparently. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood soundtrack just encapsulates the 1960s the same way the movie does, where you have so many great songs like Treat Her Right, Son of a Lovin' Man, Good Thing, California Dreamin'. There are so many. Straight Shooter from the Mamas and Papas. A lot of good music. There's an overlying theme to it too, where there's an overlying theme in it too, where almost every song has either the title or the word "treat her right" in it, or "treat you right." Everyone complains about the treatment of women through Margot Robbie's performance, but if you look in between the lines, it is the movie is technically on those people's sides. They just don't realize it, or it's just not in the way that they would.
That's a movie to see in 35 mil.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, I know I missed that chance like once or twice.
We probably should have gone just to Hamilton to see it.
I don't know if I would have had time in order to.
Me neither. That's the question. You got to do the Jenga thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to do the Jenga thing.
Sorry, I'm the forgetful person.
It's okay.
Around. This is blank. What the fuck,
All
Josh?
right, make up a question. This is a blank. It's like in the board game. You have to make up a question.
Oh, come on.
No, he's just kidding. You
Oh, no. I'll make up a question. Cinematic universe you would like to see.
I would like to see. They've done a lot of the ones I want. They did a majority of the DC. They put Victor Zsasz on the big screen. That was the one I always wanted to see. They did the Marvels, obviously. They did Blade. Blade's pretty dope. Oh! I would like to see a Magic Treehouse universe. Remember the Magic Treehouse books? It was a treehouse that could travel through time.
Right.
Like, there's so many possibilities.
Those are the books, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, that'd be you literally have 90 plus books at your disposal, and they're all in different time periods. I think it'd be really cool. You could make it for kids. It could be the next sort of Harry Potter vibe.
That'd be nice.
I would watch that.
I mean, it's more of a franchise, but in any case, that's still pretty good.
That would be a good cinematic universe.
It would, yeah, for sure. Because
unless you're giving me Wonder Woman versus dinosaurs, but we discussed
the reason I'm asking is because in our TIFF discussion, I just randomly, sarcastically said that we were potentially looking at a PBS Kids shared universe, considering Clifford got made into a movie. Barney and Corduroy are in development stages.
Clifford could be the villain, like the Hulk, and Super Grover could be like, your Iron Man, and then you could build in like Peppa Pig as the Black Widow. Like, you could do something with this. No, just kidding.
That sounds like an awful Mad TV sketch, but...
And Zaboomafoo could be the Sammy Jackson of the series.
I feel creature-ish, motherfucker. How about you?
It'd be so dumb. It's my turn to move a block, right? Yeah.
Would the Magic School Bus be like the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes!
And like Dragon Tales are the Eternals.
And instead of Yondu, we got Arnold. I should have stayed home today. And they already have two Gamoras. It's Arnold's cousin.
Oh, fucking Janet. Right. Oh.
And they've got a built-in WandaVision spin-off from it. The character named Wanda.
Oh, right.
I watched a lot of Magic School Bus.
Yeah, so did I. I didn't even... Which one's Wanda again?
Oh, she's
she
the
the
one.
blonde- is she
She's
the
the one
blonde
with the
one?
younger brother. She's got dark hair. And they go in the building blocks, and they have to build the bridge with the gumdrops.
She the one with like the red overalls?
Yeah.
Or is that Phoebe?
Oh, that's Phoebe. Either way.
Is Wanda the one who keeps saying, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?"
I think that's Keisha.
Oh yeah, that's right. My
Right, what's the question?
I only know the catchphrases that are in every single fucking episode.
Carlos. DA was the best, according to my research.
That's right. Which the Netflix Flash version, actually, they carried over those catchphrases.
I haven't watched that one. I've just been afraid.
You know what? Other than the crappy Flash cartoon, it really is the original show.
Maybe I'll give it a chance.
That's all it
I don't
is.
know.
And instead of the producer, it's Lily Tomlin as the original in this version.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, which that part's good. I got no problem with that.
Now, what do we got?
The question is best movie technology.
No, it's not Chappie.
Nope.
I want to go with the big ring thing from Elysium. That is crazy cool.
Like Elysium itself? Or?
Yeah, the Elysium planet. Like, they made an entire fake planet. That is dope, man. Like, that takes skills.
That's
Regardless of how they use it, it's like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not attacked, and it's like,
well,
no aliens at a certain point.
Yeah.
At a certain point when they made it, it was for good intentions.
Yeah, for this one, I'm going to go with the sonic shotgun from Minority Report. I listed that in a movie Jenga one as like a favorite movie weapon, but it's still a piece of technology.
It is indeed.
Based on everything in Minority Report, where they based technology on stuff that was being developed at the time, I don't know if that stuff is still real or not. Apparently, they're still working on like those like octopus like drones that do.
But are they
those
working on a
things.
giant spider from Wild Wild West? Is the question. Make me one of those, the CIA. I want it.
That's fucking awful. Have you picked one yet? Or?
It's your turn to do the Jenga block.
Okay.
Give me this one.
No.
Whatever this one.
Okay. I'm
Uh,
assuming you already read the... Well,
best haircut on screen. I was watching, what was it? I was watching whatever, and they were talking about, like, the best Patrick Swayze hair, and my brain was like, what is the best on-screen haircut? I don't know.
My God.
I want to go with Senator Amidala from episode 1, that crazy hair look where they had to, like, put a full wig on and it extends down on the red robes from Naboo. Like, that is an undertaking.
I can only imagine what that must have been like, for sure.
Probably weighed a ton.
Oh, without question. Like, I feel bad for Keira Knightley as the decoy that she had to wear all that heavy shit on her. But,
yeah.
I mean, if we're going... If this was, like, TV included, I would have included Lena from DuckTales, where she's got, like, the pink highlights streaked by it. She's...
Like the pink look.
Yeah, and it kind of is a visual cue with her and her friendship with Webby, who's got, like, a pink bow in her head. So there's a little bit of a clue that the two of them are gonna, like, be together and be the best of friends. Maybe a little more so, given the fact that Webby did kiss Lena once while she was asleep.
Well, that's a little awkward. Couldn't they kiss while they were awake?
Here's the thing, like, it was a one-off shot. Like, Lena wasn't actually in the episode for that long. Like, 5 seconds, didn't talk, and she was sharing her bed with her adopted sister, and Webby kissed the sister, too, as she was delivering Christmas presents, because Santa had a broken leg or something like that.
So Santa kisses everyone he delivers presents, do you know?
No, that's just a Webby thing.
Okay.
She's an extremely loving person.
There you go.
And that does help.
But she could have done it while they were awake.
That would have been nice, but I understand the context, and that's the fact that Disney even aired that. That's
Disney is way too safe on their content.
Yeah, and the fact that they put that in there, and the fact that DuckTales does have some ballsy imagery once in a while, mainly around Lena, that does say a lot. It goes to show that they actually really don't give a shit about being safe unless people call it out, like you keep saying.
Read me a question.
Oh, this couldn't be any more true. Bad film elevated by a great song.
Wayne's World.
Oh, fuck you.
It's not funny.
No, yes it is.
I don't think it's funny. I think it has moments. I just think Bohemian Rhapsody is the best part of that film. The rest of it, like the product placement bit, is funny.
Yes, it is.
I don't like Mike Myers unless he's Shrek. I just don't get the man.
That
so it does nothing for me.
That part is fair. Don't get me wrong.
I don't laugh. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, why? Why is this? I've watched it like 5 times. I don't get it.
That's fair. Hey. But if this is actually tying into the great scenes from bad movies list that we talked about earlier, Christina Aguilera singing Etta James's Tough Lover from Burlesque is a bad film elevated by a great song. And as I said before, Christina Aguilera does not just sing, she belts the hell out of stuff. Is that too high up, or?
You gotta go 3. Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta go. It's got 3 solid rows.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't go this up.
Got it.
Let's go with you, because I can't see you. Alright. Give me the plot synopsis for the next Liam Neeson action film. And a title. Give me a minute to think.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Go for it.
Liam Neeson is suffering from the death of someone very close to him, and when he's given the opportunity to find redemption by protecting someone that he sees on the street being attacked by a group of thugs, it turns out one of the thugs he kills is the son of a popular crime boss, and it becomes a race to get the hell out of the city before everyone kills him.
Yeah,
it is Liam Neeson.
So, what's the title? Run All Night 2?
One would think.
Wrong Place, Wrong Neeson?
You know what? Might as well pull the title out of this fucking bowl if I'm being a playway.
City Limits.
Damn it.
That's That's the one. It's City Limits.
Are you gonna play Nutbush City Limits as like the trailer song?
Oh, you play Hot Down Somewhere in the City. Boom, boom, boom. Ba, ba, ba. Liam Neeson is.
Yeah, back when people used to do that. Whoops.
I think it's just a bad cut.
Best in-movie sing-along. What do you mean in-movie sing-along?
Almost Famous Tiny Dancer vibe.
Oh, okay. Best movie sing-along.
But you can't take Tiny Dancer because I put that one off the table. Like, people are singing along in a movie to a song.
That part is fair. Ooh.
Because that's like the go-to one. But, like, what are the other ones?
Well, yeah, it's go-to for a reason.
I'm going to take Gloria from the film Gloria. The French film. She's driving down the concrete. Gloria. It's fun. It's the character. It's quirky. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's one that I want to include, but it's actually lip syncing, not a sing along.
That's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, lip syncing is fine. You can lip sync to it.
Okay, now if we're going for, I'm actually going to give two exampple. If we're going for lip syncing that's disguised as sing along, that would be from the Skeleton Twins when Bill Hader and Kristen Wiig lip sync "Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now." That is just such a great moment.
We can build this thing together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Whoa,
Wait, that was like the best I ever sang.
That was great.
We could have a good karaoke career for 5 minutes.
This is going into like our best moments.
We should do like the top 10 moments. Then we have to watch all. I have to watch myself.
It's not like you haven't done that before. You know what? I'm not doing a second example anymore.
No, that's fine. You can do it if you want.
I can't remember what it even is anymore. Actually,
I mean, Wayne's World would qualify, but we talked about that one.
Yeah, Wayne's World has already been done, and you're right. Tiny Dancer is a prime.
Like, it's the iconic one.
Yeah, and for damn good reason, for sure.
It's like, people know Tiny Dancer.
There's so many examples, it's just, I can't think of one right for whatever reason. Like, you got Scary Movie 2, where Cindy's singing to that one graduation song, where it's just like, as we go on, and then the radio goes, hey, can you shut the fuck up and let me
you
sing?
could do Road Trip. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't, this doesn't really count because it's a band playing, but like, Matt Damon.
I don't actually know that one.
So Road Trip, Matt Damon plays a punk, and this guy's going on a road trip, and he finds out through Matt Damon's, because the main character is Scotty. The movie's bad. But anyway, he sings Scotty doesn't know about how he's cheating on his girlfriend, and Matt Damon sings about all the things he's doing with his girlfriend, thinking that Scotty's not there. It's great. Your Road Trip is one of the two. Alright, Jenga block it.
Alright, you got it.
Alright, here's a fun one. Your Hollywood lookalike. You can pick for me and I'll pick for you. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to... Who's that guy from Modern Family?
Ty Burrell?
No, the other dude. The guy with the beard.
Jesse Tyler?
Yeah!
Oh, come on.
Hey, I get Sheldon. It could be worse.
How do you get Sheldon?
People think I look like Sheldon.
You don't look like Sheldon.
Who do I look like then? You gotta tell me.
I'm still figuring that part out. Because honestly, for the life of me, I can't think of one. Usually I have to think of other people on their behalf. Like, I had a manager who kind of looked like a cross between mainly Bradley Cooper, but a little bit of Hugh Jackman. And this
That's not a bad thing at all.
And this one sous chef who's taking off, like, has a little bit of a Christian Bale look with the haircut and the grisly, incomplete facial hair. Which, every time he takes his mask off, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yeah, that's what I've determined. I'm like, wait, did you come into the movies already? They're like, no, I just have my mask on. And I'm like, yeah, it's really hard to recognize faces.
Do you think? But
yeah,
you do not look like Jim Parsons. That's ridiculous.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, when you shave your head, you kind of look like Daniel Radcliffe in that one Nazi movie he did,
Well,
Imperium.
that's... I mean, I get Jim Neighbors a lot.
I don't know who that is.
Gomer Pyle.
I'd never seen Gomer Pyle, so I couldn't tell you. Ah, shit. Top 5 Spielberg movies.
Top 5. You gotta list 5. No particular order. Just 5 you like.
5 I like. Okay. You going first, or?
There's one I'm trying to think of that I really like. It's the one that no one likes, I feel like. The one with Jim Belushi.
John Belushi.
John Belushi. Whatever.
That's 1941.
1941. I like Jaws. Raiders. I'll take Temple. I'll take Temple of Doom. I will grab Schindler's List and...
Just one more.
I'll take Munich.
That's a fair one. Okay, so Minority Report as expected. Saving Private Ryan, no big shocker there. Out of all the Indiana Jones ones, Last Crusade.
That's a good one.
I mean, how could you not? Close Encounters, I saw that for the 40th anniversary. That was one of the best theater experiences.
Catch Me If You Can as the last one?
That was one of the best theater experiences I'll ever have. You know what? Yeah, I am going to take Catch Me If You Can on that one, because that's one that you wouldn't associate with Spielberg if you saw it for the first time.
You'd associate with that with, like...
the same thing
probably more of a Paul Greengrass vibe, or like a Tarantino, or like anything really, and it's not quite any style. Maybe even...
there's a little bit of style, like, from the Spielberg oneers and the soundtrack and everything like that, but that was in that phase where it was Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal. Spielberg was doing those small-scale human stories. The only big thing about The Terminal was that airport was, like, one of the most massive sets ever built. Because it really does look like an airport from beginning to end.
The Color Purple is also pretty good.
I still haven't seen that one.
It's a solid flick.
Yeah? Best DVD special feature. Ooh. Wow. I love that you're surprised by your own question.
No, my brain wrote these at 6 a.m. so I would forget.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I drove the wife to work, came back, and I'm like, I'm not going to remember any of these. Except for that one. And it hasn't come up yet. Best DVD special feature. I want to take it's on the VHS and it's on the DVD.
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget. The Go-Go Gadget song? If you need me automatic, you call me Go-Go Gadget. Anyway, it's the music video. I think it's such a dumb thing, but it amuses me greatly.
I was going to say the Empire of Dreams from the original Star Wars trilogy, because I watched that documentary.
Or even the indie one where they talk about the boulder and the stunts and stuff. That one's really good too.
See, I never actually got the special features. It was always the Star Wars and the Disney VHS special features, because I actually stuck around for like the Leonard Maltin commentary, along with watching the voice actors talk about their characters, seeing the voices matched up with the storyboards, like behind the scenes stuff of them recording, like Louis Prima recording I Want to Be Like You for the Jungle Book. You see him dancing around the recording studio, and it's just so infectious. And you also realize that there are some scenes that just didn't make it in, like the Fun and Fancy Free. They actually play a deleted scene where Minnie is the one who gives Mickey the magic beans that they grow the beanstalk with.
I actually have seen Fun and Fancy Free. I feel cultured.
Out of all the Disney movies that I reviewed, most people saw that one. That got like 1,000 views.
I watched a lot of Fun and Fancy Free as a kid.
I only saw it once at a babysitter's house because for whatever reason she either rented or had every Disney cartoon VHS.
Yep, you know my babysitter story. Car Chase You Can't Forget. I'm going to take Spy Who Loved Me, where the car goes underwater.
That is a pretty good...
Because that one's cool, and then it's a submarine car, and then that one's awesome.
I'm going with they got a tank scene from Fast and Furious 6.
Oh, yeah.
That was insane. You could not believe how much of that was real. Like, that tank literally did drive through the bridge. It did crush all of those cars. And even Tyrese gets a couple of badass moments, and I fucking hate Tyrese in these movies.
Tyrese is
But
a
when
lot.
when his Mustang gets caught in the tank, he has to climb up and jump onto Paul Walker's car. That was
Knocks
done
over
in one
Jenga
shot.
towers. Frankenstein and Superman.
That was done in one shot, and when he climbs into the window, it just goes, yeah! I just sat there, I'm like, yeah, you're not a douche for this one scene.
Tyrese used to be not terrible.
When?
Before Fast 5 and 6.
Was it before Transformers 2?
I don't remember Transformers 2. But
All I know is that
he.
he and Josh Duhamel were those soldiers that dressed in drag for, like, the second one.
Oh my goodness, Transformers is vague in my memory. Like, I remember The Last Night because it has knights. Everyone else plays together.
Pretty much. Oh, this is too fucking hard. Best on-screen chemistry between two leads.
That's not hard. Just have to pick a movie.
I know, but like there are more good examples than you might think. I'm not a romance person, but
I mean, like Deadpool has some great on-screen chemistry between the two of them.
between Wade and Vanessa.
Yeah, Wade and Vanessa is
Okay.
fantastic. I mean,
Yeah, that's
and even in like Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts in Notting Hill is adorable.
or Julia Roberts and Richard Gere in Pretty Woman.
That's a great one too. So
I would say Tom Hanks and Robin Wright for Forrest Gump.
that one's really good.
Because regardless of how you feel about Forrest Gump, you remember Forrest and Jenny
Yeah,
together.
that was the whole point of the movie.
One of the biggest, in fact. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it doesn't even matter how unreliable Jenny is or how oblivious Forrest is. They always have each other's backs regardless, and they're so easy to he's so easy to forgive her because despite everything, he does realize that she has a little bit of a tougher life than he does.
I mean, you could
In some ways.
I mean, you could even go Timothy Chalamet and for Call Me by Your Name. That one's very well done.
Yeah, say what you will about Armie Hammer, but we're judging the movie.
But the chemistry between the two of them is perfect.
Yeah, and it makes you overlook the fact that even though like the age of consent back in that day in that country was 17, which makes everything other than them being gay legal, because I'm sure it probably was illegal to be gay at that point in time.
Don't remember the exact time period, so.
It's just the chemistry was enough to overlook just how bizarre and kind of fucked up the premise is.
Yeah, I mean, Harold and Maude was creepier, so.
Yeah, and like kids our age, they've never seen Harold and Maude. They haven't seen.
I mean, it is an interesting thing to watch, but you have to be prepared for what you're getting.
Yeah, which my sister and I were. We sat in our pajamas watching this, and shut up.
It's one of those days, huh?
It was Christmas holidays, and it had just come out. So
Most useful member of a heist team.
Danny Ocean.
That's fair.
And yes, I'm talking about the George Clooney one because that's my only frame of reference.
Danny Ocean's not useful in the first one, so. It's Dean Martin.
I thought Sinatra was Danny.
It's one of the two, but like the two leads are Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. They're just drunk half the time. So, I think the Getaway Driver from The Bank Job.
Okay.
Not The Bank Job. Sorry, The Italian Job with Jason Statham. The Getaway Driver, like literally screwed the whole film up. He was the one to rely on. He took off with the money.
Was it?
Can't remember the actor.
Was it Mos Def?
He drove the car and then he took the money, left him at gunpoint on the side of the road. He did his thing.
Oh, Ed Norton. Oh, the villain. Okay.
Yeah, I mean he literally did more work than everyone else and got the money. So I'm going with that.
He fucked them over to the fucking Russians.
Well, I'm not saying he has to be good. It didn't say most good guy in a heist team.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, for the rest of the movie, it's Seth Green that does most of the heavy lifting for them, and he's standing behind a computer half the time.
He's up creek without a paddle.
That didn't exist. At least Family Guy even had the balls to call him out for that.
It's a bad movie.
I love when they did the Return of the Empire Strikes Back, and at the end, like, Seth Green as Chris just complains about it. Huh.
What?
I don't know if I have a solid answer for this one.
Oh, well, you can do multiples. What?
Best on-screen dessert.
Yeah, I was thinking about food this morning. I was hungry. Can you tell?
Yeah, but like desserts, one of the few things I don't really think about.
They got the Harry Potter has some good food.
Oh no, you know what? I got one.
Then there's Turkish Delight, which looks really good from Chronicles of Narnia.
That is true.
And then there's the cake that what's her name pops out of in Singing in the Rain.
A cake would be a good one. Too.
Or Sebastian when he's about to be boiled because lobster is delicious.
Lobster is not a dessert, but I'm gonna go with the pies from Stand By Me because if you remember, there's the story they tell about Lardass and the pie eating contest.
Vaguely.
And if you remember, you know that he snuck a little bit into the pie beforehand so that when he would finish it and win the contest, even though everybody would be laughing at him, he would throw up and then they would all start in puking on everyone in unison.
Okay, now I remember.
As revenge. The ultimate barforama.
I'm going to go chilled monkey brains from Temple of Doom. No, just kidding.
Again, not a dessert, but...
No, I'll take the Turkish Delight from Chronicles of Narnia.
That's a good one.
Oh, the tower.
Shut up. This really could just be us pulling questions out of a hat. You realize that, right?
I know, but we were playing Jenga, so there's a competitive edge.
I get that, but I'm too wrapped up in just such wonderful questions that you've come up with.
Funniest Will Ferrell film?
You know what? That keeps changing every now and then. Like, only in high school did I start to really appreciate Anchorman, and it does have a lot of
Anchorman has some good
moments.
Like the fight with the news anchor is phenomenal.
Oh, I could quote that.
Like I'll probably take Talladega Nights.
Yeah, you know what?
I think
I'm going
that's
with that.
The one that
Talladega Nights. That's.
If you said let's watch a Will Ferrell movie, I'm like, I could do Talladega Nights. Like that's my thought process.
And it's always on TV, and it's always the uncut version that's actually not as funny. It's just more creepy. Like there's an extended shot of John C. Reilly in a Speedo, or the original. You know how at the end of the movie, his sponsor is me and it's a cougar? The original... Yeah. There's a deleted scene where they accidentally get, like, sponsorship from a thong company because one of the crew members secretly wears one, and we find that out the hard way.
I don't really feel how that adds to the movie.
It doesn't. And the dinner sequence at Jean Girard's house, we actually get more conversations from the other dinner guests, and... If you thought Jean Girard was enough of a stereotype, they pile on a couple more.
Oh, I did the thing. You just got to do the question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What?
Since Dune is coming out next month, best Denis Villeneuve film.
I take Sicario.
I'm going to go with Blade Runner 2049 on this one.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with Emmy or Prisoners or any of these.
No, in fact...
Like, they're all pretty good.
Arrival is just so fucking awesome, too. But, like, Sicario does have the darkness that you would associate from him with Prisoners, but then Enemy also has the small-scale philosophical ideas that you get enhanced in Arrival. Even though Arrival does copy a little bit off of Close Encounters in regards to, like, the overall atmosphere, it still forges... Oh, why do I keep burping?
It's all good, man.
It keeps its own. It forges its own identity through the way that it adapts the short story that it's based off of.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'd be amazed if someone in the comments went, you guys got the Order of the Jenga wrong.
Oh, probably. I mean, honestly, it very well could have happened by now.
I'm surprised it hasn't.
Best actress to win an Oscar. There's so many.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Huh.
Like, there's an easy answer, but I don't want to take it.
I wouldn't even take Meryl Streep.
Like, Frances McDormand is the easy answer because.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for that. I'm going for that.
I want to take.
She did win for Nomadland, right?
And she won for Nomadland and 3 Billboards.
And Fargo.
And Fargo. She's won for quite a few good things.
Yeah, you know what? And for damn good reason. She was great in all of them.
Mm-hmm. I want to take... no, I'm going to go Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures.
She won for The Help.
Oh, who won for Hidden Figures then?
Nobody.
Oh, well, she should have won for Hidden Figures.
Well, she won for The Help.
Yeah,
I mean,
she won for The Help, but she should have won for Hidden Figures. But
I don't know. I liked her more in The Help.
Even like in Ma, she's sort of underrated in that. The movie's terrible. She's good.
Yeah, but everyone already knew she was going to be the best part of that.
I just think she's going to win an Oscar going forward. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not taking Meryl Streep.
Would anyone at this point? You said pretty solid.
Yeah,
so.
Okay, you pick one. This. Go for it.
Yeah, man.
What? Oh, did you get what question is it? Did you get the one about the thing?
Best movie character to get drunk with.
Okay, that's not the question.
Well, then this is gonna get even better.
There's one question Nira wrote, and I want Tyler to answer it. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're probably gonna have to wait until this thing gets knocked over in order to get there.
Character to get drunk with. I feel like getting drunk with Zendaya from Malcolm and Marie would be the most interesting conversation of your life. Just sitting at a bar.
Well, I mean, we already...
talking about whatever crap is happening. Like, it'd be informative, funny, and engaging at the same time.
She would be a very good listener.
Like the conversation you would have is insane. You don't know what it's going to be. It could spawn a whole movie.
And neither does she, which actually kind of makes it a little more interesting. Best movie character to get drunk with.
I mean, I feel like Russell Crowe would be ridiculous. Because he's in a band, like, he might sing a bit. But he's probably an asshole, though.
No comment on that one, but...
I mean, he seems like a jerk.
I wouldn't know. I don't really watch a ton of his shit to begin with, but...
Maybe like Alex Guinness. Imagine what stories he would tell.
You would certainly have a few, that's for sure. Get drunk with, See, this would be a lot easier if I actually drank, but...
Or get high with. Just change it to that. Because then you just go Seth Rogen.
No, I wouldn't. That's too easy.
Snoop Dogg,
Nah.
Jay Baruchel, or any of those guys.
I want to try to stick for someone who I wouldn't really associate with that type of thing. Which is still a pretty tough one, all things considered.
Christopher Lloyd.
I mean, he kind of already is. Did you need subtitles to understand him and Nobody? Because I did.
No, I understood him just fine.
Really? Dude's more mumbled in that than he was in some certain
He's
Taxi.
speaking the same as John Malkovich does in Red 2.
No, he doesn't.
This is mumbling. Clint Eastwood has been mumbling for years. I'm prepared for this.
Fuck.
I don't know. Any celebrity you want.
Yeah,
in a movie.
I know. Just out of complete randomness, I'm gonna go with Josh Brolin.
You know, that would be an interesting conversation.
Yeah, because dude's done a lot. I keep forgetting that he's that Goonies kid.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Hell, even he dressed up as his Goonies character just to show that he actually appreciates the fandom and everything.
I mean, Goonies is a fun little movie, to be fair.
No, it is. I mean, it was...
It's definitely of its time, but it's really fun.
It was the movie that I checked out last year when this shit came.
You know, I played it in theaters. Is this the question?
No.
No.
This is still ridiculous, though. Worst Tom Cruise film.
I don't think there's a bad Tom Cruise film. That's all right.
Yeah, there is.
Were you going to say Cocktail?
No, I was going to say his Scientology PSA.
Look like a film. Not just him talking. I want to say American Made because it just did nothing for me.
That's fair. I mean, the worst one that I've seen in recent year is Jack Reacher, Never Go Back.
The guns! There's drugs in the rocket launchers! The opening scene of that movie was dope, though, with the phone.
Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm going with The Mummy.
Oh, I like that one. That's a good film.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I think it has pacing and story problems, but the overall acting from Tom Cruise...
He's not that likable of a character.
No, but The Mummy is awesome. That's why I'm there.
Yeah, when she's
The Mummy is dope.
Yeah, but he's not the Mummy.
Yeah, I know. He fights the Mummy and apparently becomes the Mummy. It's very confusing, but I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's up there somewhere.
It's up there, Steve. It's up there. No, it's not.
What's that Snoop Dogg improv on? Oh my goodness. Something about a horse.
Fill in the blank. Pie in the... What the hell did you say?
The horse?
Pie in the horse.
That's a funny thing.
I can't believe I got you to laugh at that one.
Oh, that one is just so random. All right. Let's go with this one. Best opening line in a film.
I can't talk too long. I gotta poo. From The Fanatic. That just sums up the movie in a nutshell.
I mean, I was gonna go with Goodfellas as far back as I can remember. I always want to be a gangster. That's a good opening line, but like, this is, if we're going stupidest. I mean, stupidest opening line of our movie.
All right. I'll think of an actual one.
Oh my goodness!
I knew this was gonna set you off.
So dumb.
Yeah, I know it is. Okay. Good opening line. You know what? That is a prime example.
I will take for stupidest from Lethal Weapon. Happy birthday! I'm in the tub. Can you come back later?
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's dumb. But like genuinely good. I just think the Goodfellas is a great opening line. Like it's good narration.
Yeah, I mean, they're technically were already. Oh, maybe they weren't already talking.
Well, they close the trunk, like you can hear indistinctive, and then they close the trunk.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's one for sure. You know what? Yeah, I'll stick with that one too.
Just go ahead.
I never really think about the opening line for whatever reason.
Try this guy right there. Is that loose on the back?
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't know. There you go.
There we go.
We didn't just take a base out from under. This time we played thoughtfully.
I can't. Yeah, exactly.
Best superhero villain in a film. So
The film.
Villain. Best superhero villain.
I'm gonna go with Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin.
That's a solid pick. I will take.
It's corny and over the top by all things considered,
yeah.
Especially with the Power Ranger suit that
It's
he's
Sam
wearing.
Raimi camp. That's what it is.
But at the same time, that's what makes it so entertaining. Willem Dafoe is so committed. He did 90% of the stunts himself. Seeing the behind-the-scenes stuff of him training with a guy was absolutely awesome.
In a giant foam suit like that.
Yeah, and the fact that he was so willing to spend 2 hours putting that damn suit on, because apparently there are too many nuts and bolts to it anyways.
Oh. I want to say Kingpin from Daredevil, because he's phenomenal. Regardless of what you think of the movie.
You said superhero movie, and I kind of went with that, but...
Yeah, but Kingpin, Daredevil, superhero.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said movie, and
yeah.
if it was movie and TV show, then yeah, that would be an awesome one.
Well, I mean, is it Ving Rhames? Or no, the other guy. Duncan Clark Jr. as Kingpin.
Michael Clark Duncan was... you mean like the Daredevil movie.
The Daredevil movie. Like, he's a really good villain.
I thought you were talking about...
No. The movie. That's a really good villain. It's just a really crappy movie.
Yeah, but like Duncan is so committed to again being how over the top and cartoony he is as this larger than life mobster, and plus Colin Farrell was again silly in a fun way as.
I almost went with Jack Nicholson Joker, but then you got the.
That would have been a good one too.
That one's solid, but I just feel like that's just a good villain.
And like you could pick Joaquin Phoenix from Joker, but like there's no superhero.
Anti-hero more than anything.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that because he's not helping other people. He's just helping himself, or at least he's convinced he's helping himself.
Oh, what, did you get to the question? No. Is it the question? It's too long to be the question I want.
Best movie character to play movie Jenga with.
Okay, that was just because I was being dumb. Oh my goodness. No, this is. Who would you play this game with? You get any celebrity on this show, who would it be?
I'd say Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
What? I like.
No,
Ryan
that's
Gosling.
good. I just thought you'd go with Nick Cage.
That would have been. That would be awesome too.
Just playing Jenga with Nicolas Cage, like the most random thing you can do. He'd probably be super into it.
Imagine if in Pig there was a scene of him and Alex Wolff just sitting there playing Jenga while they're eating their French toast.
I think I want to play movie Jenga with Robert De Niro, because he wouldn't be into it. He'd be so opposed to like whatever it is we're doing. He would
Tommy Lee Jones maybe. I don't know about Robert
De Niro just playing movie Jenga and answering my stupid questions would make me happy. Like if I asked him like best on-screen chemistry, like he would have the most random, obscure answer. It'd be beautiful, like some Italian film or something.
No, I feel like he would just give examples of his own career.
Look, I'd be fine with that. I just feel like playing with De Niro would be dope.
Yeah, so would I. Yeah, I'm just saying.
But yeah, Nick Cage, doing things with Nick Cage would be awesome. Even just spend 5 minutes in a room with that man to experience it.
Oh, you think?
That's a good one to pick.
No, it's not. In case you haven't seen how wobbly this shit is.
The whole thing is gonna fall down. That's the point of Jenga, Tyler.
Oh, you think? Whoop. You can't even hold on to that one still.
All right. Here's a fun one. You're a home media collector. A film that needs a 4K Blu-ray.
I don't really give that big a shit about 4K.
Or just never been released on a higher quality version. Just it's been on a VHS or DVD forever, never been upgraded.
It's actually an excellent question. I'm trying to think of a movie that would be so large scope that it wouldn't be in 4K, but I can't think of any actual examples of that. But
Is Flash Gordon on Blu-ray yet?
I don't know. I don't keep track. I don't really keep track of like what's become a recent Blu-ray or 4K or whatever. I just see what's in Walmart, something that I enjoy, and I just go for it. There is one movie that I saw recently that I don't think not enough people know about, which is the Standoff at Sparrow Creek.
You're mentioning that.
And it's a small, contained thriller, but it still looks gorgeous. And if it was in 4K, I can only imagine just how higher up it would look.
I would say Escape from Alcatraz. Because it's not a good movie, but the visuals are amazing. And so the visuals in a 4K or 1080p Blu-ray would be mind-blowing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
This might be it, Tyler. This might be it.
I don't know.
Alright, question 10.
Never cease to amaze me on this stuff. Best non-James Bond spy film. Bourne Ultimatum.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Good choices. Good choices regardless. Oop. Oh, Christ.
Alright, what do we got here? Best 90s movie.
There's too many of them.
Well, what's your favorite from the 90s? Off the top of your head right now.
Off the top of my head, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Fair enough. I'll take Broken Arrow.
You're out of your mind. Yeah. Ain't cool.
It's like the only safe block left on the planet.
I don't know about that.
I should have said Speed instead. That's a great flick.
Most heartbreaking moment in an action film. Ooh. Wow.
No, because I was thinking about this, and there's always that, like, you're doing the action, and then there's, like, one moment.
Where someone actually dies?
Yeah, and then you, like, lose the character you care about. I'm gonna go, and you're gonna laugh at me, but when they killed the Aston Martin DB5 in Skyfall, I cried. Because that is a beautiful car. You do not blow that up. I'd also say Paul Walker from Furious 7 or whatever, when they do the tribute at the end. That's a good moment.
That part is sweet, don't get me wrong. But
doesn't actually die on screen, though.
If we're going by action, does Star Trek 2 count as action?
Yeah, Star Trek's action.
I'd say the death of Spock.
That is, yeah.
It's pretty hard not to get emotional about that just because of how
Spock.
iconic of a character he is. And of course, there are those words where the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one, which I don't 100% agree with in real life, but in the context of Star Trek.
Because they're always on a galactic mission or whatever.
Pretty much.
Worst 2020 movie release.
Let me see.
Worst movie that came out in 2020.
Shadow in the Cloud.
Wow, that was quick.
I did tell you about it.
2020. What was on my worst list that year?
You had First Cow, you had Happiest Season, Euro Trip,
Euro
Devil
Trip.
All the Time.
Eurovision is the one.
That was a number one.
It was Devil All the Time, wasn't it?
No, I can't remember what it is. Fuck, what did you see that was worse than either of those? I found it weird that you had First Cow. A lot of people liked it.
Yeah, it was a boring piece of artsy cinema. It appeals to people who want to watch things that aren't movies.
It's a little rude, but...
It's a boring movie. Nothing happens.
Best action sequence in a plane. Wow.
I'm tired of these motherfucking steaks on this motherfucking plane. That's mine.
That's fair. Best action scene on a plane. Oof. I'm gonna go with Non-Stop just because it really does take place on a plane.
Dark Knight Rises had a cool one too.
Yeah, you know what? That one was better. Scratch that. I'm really bad at this.
It's okay. I'm like mile 7 of movie Jenga and the tower just hasn't fallen.
It's leaning very lopsidedly and you can barely
Best fourth film in a franchise.
Best fourth film in a franchise. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I was gonna say Dirty Harry Magnum Force, whatever. The fourth one, Dirty Harry. Or Born Legacy's pretty good.
It's okay. Trying really hard to find that fucking answer. That fucking question.
Such a dumb question. You're gonna look at me like you were waiting for this one.
I'm guessing you said it's too long.
It's like a medium length question.
Nope, this ain't it. Most emotional monologue in a film.
Heartbreak Ridge, Clint Eastwood. He's sitting in the bar and he's telling about Heartbreak Ridge, about this thing that never happened.
Oh.
And he's like, everyone died but me, sort of thing. That one's really good. Or, because there's nothing in Good Will Hunting that's more of a conversation.
I guess, but like,
Maybe
if we're going...
You know, I will take Independence Day. Because that one, as dumb as it is, that gets me hyped. I want to go fight frickin' aliens. And I've never fired a gun in my life. I'll go with Heartbreak
Well, in the same vein, I'm gonna go with Charlton Heston's monologue from Hamlet, where he's one of the performers that Hamlet hires to reenact the murder of his father in order to get Claudius riled up. But Charlton Heston, and one of many celebrity cameos as the lead performer, gives a monologue to like prove his worth as a performer, and Branagh makes the wise decision to visualize what he's monologuing about, which is the great thing about Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet, is that it's just as visual, if not more so, than it is applying to the original text.
How is this still standing? We've been playing an hour of Jenga, Tyler. It refuses to fall.
I know.
Worst comedy of the 80s. Porky's.
That is pretty terrible. Caddyshack 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You almost said Airplane 2.
Was that in the 80s?
That was the 80s. Then there was Airplane 2, but I think it was mine.
That was 90s, yeah. This is a hard one. Best use of color in film. I just want to hear what you have to say, just so I can think of an example.
Like, it's super easy to go Schindler's List with the red dress.
It's true.
Or it's super easy to go with Mandy or Color of Space with something like that.
Also true.
I think... I'm thinking a war film because of the uniform division. Man, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
I wrote this these are very intelligent questions to write at 6 a.m.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go with The Color Blue from When Marnie was there, because it is a story about overcoming grief. And what better way to do that than The Color Blue?
Yeah.
Which is everywhere in a subtle way, from like the skies, the oceans of the town she's staying in, Anna's pajamas that have a bright amount of blue to it. I keep saying this, my favorite shot in the film is when she's looking out the window to see if Marnie is there in the rainstorm, and you see her sad reflection through the window, and it has this bittersweet feeling to it. And plus, Marnie they also have like blue eyes. There's like blue bits of clothing on Marnie's white gown to like hint that she does have sadness, but it's contained a little bit in some aspects. Like, The Color Blue is everywhere, but it's not shoved in your face.
What is that? My goodness, I will think of one. That is a tough one.
Like, it could be Sin City, just the way that they experiment with colors to some
Well, I'm just going to look at this stack of movies over here. I will take... I'm going to take... We'll just do Mandy, because that one's really awesome.
It does make Neon Pink look pretty good.
Yep.
Oh, dude, you didn't... Whoever the fuck put that there? Might have been me. In fact, whenever I end up watching this and it happens to be me that put it up there.
Yeah, it could have been me. Very well could have been me. Alright, next question. Coolest movie vampire? I will take Leslie Nielsen from Dracula, Dead and Loving It.
Your question said coolest.
Coolest. Leslie Nielsen is cool.
Was.
Yeah, he's still cool.
I'm gonna go with Taika Waititi from What We Do in the Shadows.
That is fair.
I'd just like to point out that you haven't done the dishes in 5 years, and you've got blood all over my car, all over my sofa. What, the red one? But it's red now. That's my favorite line.
Oh my goodness. I just like Leslie Nielsen a lot.
Best movie comeback line. Oh.
My brain is now trying to contemplate. I forgot about this question. Best movie comeback. Goodness.
You got one, or should I start?
Go ahead. My brain is blanking here.
I'm gonna go with how Eddie Murphy had nothing but comeback lines on Dave Chappelle from the Nutty Professor remake. Because like Reggie Chappelle's character had all these lines making fun of how fat he was. So once Murphy becomes Buddy Love and he gets back at him at the club where he just goes off and off, it's just like, Reggie, your breath is so stinking, people look forward to your fart. And then does all of these Yo Mama jokes. Your mama's so big, the bitch needed Thomas guy to find her asshole.
I know the one. The Commando. I eat green berets for breakfast. Bill Duke. Love that guy.
That's a good one. It's got its moments anyways. If I were going to say, fuck you, asshole.
Let off some steam, Bennett. We'll kill the dinosaurs. The Ice Age.
Remember, Sonny, when I promised to kill you last?
I lied. It's getting harder.
You should clone yourself. Why is that? So you can go fuck yourself. How do I even know these lines?
Here's the question.
Oh, come on.
Here's the question.
Okay.
Best movie plant. Someone's waiting for it. What's your favorite plant from a movie?
Fuck off. The big bad mother from outer space from Little Shop of Horrors.
That's fair.
Seymour.
Oh man, I was gonna go with the Ents from Lord of the Rings. Cause those are dope, and they trees, and they talk.
That's fair. You got pull one or what?
I'm working on it. This could be over.
Probably.
Oh, no, it came out easy.
Oh, come on. Worst directed DVD sequel. Oh, God.
Cop and a half.
Inspector Gadget 2.
Oh, man, Inspector Gadget 2 is good. Inspector Gadget 1 is bad. It's Cop and a half. That's crap. With Larry the Cable Guy or whatever. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, God.
Or Ace Ventura Jr.
Oh, man, I forgot about that.
Spy Kids 4 all the time in the world.
That went to theaters, unfortunately.
Best child actor.
I had it written down.
I will take Jacob Tremblay.
I'm going to go with Daphne Keane.
Oh, fair. Very fair. All right. This is an intense game.
The good news is we only have 2 questions. Oh! Jenga, bitch!
All right, what are the questions you got left?
Best movie insult. Oh, since we're already in the same realm anyways.
Best movie insult. Your father was a hamster and your mother was a worm. And your grandma smelled of elderberries.
Is there someone else up there we could talk to?
No! Go away!
I shall taunt you a second time. Strange man. Fuck. Man. I'll go with you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder.
Yep. Someone get this walking carpet out of my way. That's the last one. Worst movie tagline.
Tagline?
Yeah, like the thing they advertised with the movie. You know, like...
I can't remember what movie it was, but I think it says, like, they're dying to save the world. Oh, that's Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Yeah, that was... I mean...
That's too easy.
I like that movie, though.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Judging by your screensaver, I'm guessing you liked it more than I did.
I liked both of them. Probably the tagline for Resident Evil, the final chapter, be like, "The end begins now" or something. It was dumb. What's the last question we got?
The last one is Best Marvel Trailer.
Probably Age of Ultron. With the No Strings on Me. That was pretty cool.
That was a good trailer.
What's your favorite question in this pile?
I don't have one.
Was that the blank?
No. Best Marvel Trailer. Huh. I'm gonna go with Winter Soldier. I like that one.
Fair. Well, that's it for the movie Jenga. Tyler, where can we find you?
You can find the link to my channel in the description below. We had an hour-long discussion about the 9 movies that I'm gonna go see at TIFF, among many, many other things, because I'm having a conversation with this guy here.
I talk a lot.
Among other things, you can check out, hopefully very soon I'll have a review for The Truffle Hunters. I was going to have that up, but...
Carlo!
Thank you.
That's all I know from the movie, because the trailer just kept playing over and over again. I'm like, wherever Carlo is, he better be found now.
And I felt sorry for Carlo, especially having to deal with her, among other things.
Ooh.
But yeah, stay tuned for TIFF reviews I will have up for all 9 movies. I'm not going to cop out this time, unlike Number 7 Cherry Lane with 2019. But in my defense, Number 7 Cherry Lane is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, and there was no way that I could have reviewed it in full. So look forward to all of that.
Was it that bad?
Yeah.
Like, really bad. Like, unwatchable bad, like you wanted to leave bad.
Yeah.
So why didn't you leave?
Because I paid $20-some bucks for it.
Oh, so you hoped it would get better?
No, because it would have been a waste of money anyways.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the Josh and Tyler show. We'll see you next time. This is the part where Tyler says something awesome about Clifford the Big Red Dog and the expanded PBS universe.
If you're gonna incorporate Dragon Tales into the PBS Kids universe, can David Lowery do it?
Can the dragons be the Doctor Strange dudes?
I mean, Quetzal kind of could.
Like, that'd be dope. I want this expanded PBS universe. We'll see you next time.